So this is the project I have going on today. I will be installing 4 of these guys in my kitchen area. I have a relatively small kitchen with just a ceiling fan fixture in the middle that doesn't throw off that much light. And I just want to add more light to the kitchen over the counter space area and also the back of the kitchen as well. These are actually switchable lightings. There's 5 settings equal to, I believe, 85-watt replacement. And what I like about these, they have the junction box that's mounted right to the back of the unit, which is really convenient. So if you want to make a quick change, you have 5 positions, you can just pull it out of the ceiling and the switch is located on the outside of the junction box there. So some units, like I have Halos in the shop, they actually located that switch on the inside of the junction box, which is kind of a pain because if you want to make a change, then you got to take the light fixture out and then grab the junction box because it's not connected to the fixture, and then open the junction box and then make your selection. But it does have a gasket on the inside to seal off any outside elements if you install these guys in an area that has some moisture. I don't think they're totally waterproof. So I'm not a licensed electrician, nor do I pretend to be. I'm just merely showing you my process on what I did to install them in my kitchen. So it's not really a how-to video. I'm not going to take you step by step. Just merely a process and some of the tools that I use. These are some of the obvious tools I laid out that you may or may not need depending on your installation. A good set of pliers and wire strippers will definitely be needed. I opted to use the drywall saw since I'm only installing 4 lights. You may want to use something like a trim router to speed up the process if you're installing several light fixtures. Some other tools that may be handy but not necessary: a laser level to help with alignment of light placement. A stud finder may help with the joist locations in your ceiling, and a tape measure will be handy as well. Okay, we're walking into my kitchen area. There's my puppas, there's my dog. So as you can see, it's not a very large kitchen area. It's roughly 14 by 16 feet. Some of the challenges that I have in front of me, a couple of things. It is an older home. Oh, by the way, these cabinets will be replaced. The footprint is going to be the same. The locations are going to be the same. But anyway, in order to choose the locations of these lights, I did some prelim work already and some rough measurement. But the existing location where the old fixture was is off. It's not dead center of the middle of this room. So consequently, it looks a little bit off. The sink is dead center and the window is center to the room, but the light isn't. It's off by a few inches that way. So that presents a little bit of a visual challenge. So I roughly positioned everything and took some measurements, and I have access from up above the attic space. The joists run perpendicular to the wall and they run this way. So that's the other challenge. I have to make sure I'm in between. And this tape right here I have on the ceiling represents a joist, and that is dead center of the microwave and stove. Personally, I find it more pleasing to have things symmetrical and centered to things. So obviously, this light is going to have to be either on this side of the joist or on this side. And I prefer this side because if I bring it in closer to the middle, closer to the sink, that would mean to be symmetrical, I would have to bring that one over. And I just think those 2 lights will be too close to one another. It'll be harsh. So, there's a little bit of give and take, so I'm going to have to bring it over. Now the back side, I'm going to have 2 additional lights. One that's kind of in this hallway a little bit up there, and that represents the location of the light. The other one I have down this way, in this hallway location right there. The circuit that I'll be tapping off of is from that light down there to the end of the hallway, and the dimmer is right there, so that's convenient. So I will be installing a junction box up above and making my runs to these locations to supply power. The kit comes with these cardboard templates. All you have to do is put them on the ceiling, and I use them as placement guides as well. But once you get your placement, you can stick it onto the ceiling and get a pencil and draw around it, and that'll give you your perfect opening to accept the light fixture. Really convenient. Some of the other ones are just paper templates where you have to actually cut them out, but these are actually cardboard, which are really nice. You didn't have to cut them or anything. What I failed to mention is the kit does not include these little combination connectors. These are 3/8" connections. They just screw right in to the pre-cut holes in the little junction box. I'm not sure why they don't include these, but probably a good idea to have these in there. So I have two of them because I have two cables going in to connect to another light. This particular model has quick connect clips, and you strip your wire and you stick it in the hole there, and that's it. There's a compression fit and they don't move. Convenient clips on the side go into the hole above the drywall in the ceiling and fasten, and it really makes a firm contact with your ceiling. Okay, so it's the next day. Actually, it's nighttime, and I have the ceiling fan light on right now, which up until yesterday was our primary light source in our kitchen. And I am going to hit the dimmer switch, and the big reveal. Here we go. There you go. So as you can see, there's a noticeable difference, obviously. So would I recommend this type of system? Absolutely, depending on your needs. Again, you don't have to be a licensed electrician to do this, just a little bit of know-how and following the instructions. Okay, if you like this video, please hit that like button below, subscribe. I have a lot more videos coming up with some remodels and woodworking.